So Hyperliquid is basically done. There's only 1 week left. Drift is also done. Zeta Market almost done. So now we have, or we need to start farming new perps platforms. So the next one I'm gonna be farming heavily is Aventis. This is a project that is backed by Base and also Pantera Capital, and also it is extremely underfarmed. Just looking at the analytics, currently there's only 4,000 traders, so there is not a lot of people talking about it because the point system is not up yet. But they already mentioned that they will be tracking our activity, and later on we're going to be receiving some XP for our trading position and also for providing some LP on the platform. So actually, if we go right here, you guys can see it, XP for liquidity and also for trading. So liquidity points and also for trading points. So if we take some trades, we're going to be receiving some points. Here it is. We have wash trading filters. So make sure that if you're opening your trades, use less leverage and leave it open for some time, maybe 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, and try to mix it up as much as possible so it looks like you're actually a trader. Obviously, if you take 1 or 2 position and then you close it right away, that is completely fine, but make sure that if you're taking 20, 30 transaction, you don't do all of them the same. Now, second thing that is actually good is that you don't need to deposit on the platform. So the position that you're taking are actually being on base. So I'm not sure if we're gonna be receiving an airdrop for base, but at least we're basically adding some volume towards it. So in the end, if we do receive an airdrop, at least we know that we're covered. We have been trading, we have been adding some volume on base and also some diversification. So let me show you guys the process. Pretty simple. Before we go into it, just to see some analytics, they have a total value log of $6.46 million. Total traded volume is 317 million. Not bad at all. We have the fees and everything else. Now, there's one thing that I really like about it right now, and it is the rewards. So they have like a campaign going on, and we have 6 days left for week 7. It is 8 weeks if I'm not mistaken. And for this week, there is a volume reward, which is 12K, and stop loss protection. So that means if you have been losing some money, you're going to be receiving some of it back, and also volume rewards. The more volume that you put in, you're going to be receiving some rewards. So for example, this is myself. I only took a small trade just to test it out, and I already have a volume reward of $6.5. Obviously, we're just starting the week. This will continue to go down, but at least I know that I might end up making my fees back or my losses. So for example, you guys can see P&L rewards. I lost maybe 20 cents, 23 cents, and I have a P&L reward of 70 cents. Looking at the top 10, for example, let me go ahead and go to week 6 so we can have a view of what happened last week. So for example, that guy right here made a total volume of $1.5 million. He got a profit of $1,000, so obviously he's not receiving any type of P&L reward, but he still made $516. So at least I'm pretty sure he's covering almost or maybe 50% of the fees. So that's why I'm going to be trading on it at least for the next 2 weeks. So if I do receive a reward, at least I know that I'm covering some of my expenses. As usual, same thing. I'm just going to be setting up a budget. So basically something like $100, $250. Use it as much as possible. Use the platform. And then when I'm done, or when I don't have enough liquidity, I'm basically done with the project. But for me, it is extremely important that we start early so we can also get some retroactive points. So trading, easy. You guys know the process. Let me actually move myself somewhere here. So I have around $261. You do need to use USDC, by the way, so you can open some long position, short position. You can use leverage up to 50x. Please don't do it. It is kind of crazy to use 50x's. So maybe something in a range up to maybe 10x, 15x's, because you do need to leave your position for some time. It's raining, so my bad for the background noise. So basically that's it. Just open a position. For example, right now, let's see if I can see the charts. 5 minutes. Let's see what's going on. 5 minutes. Looks like we're going down. Let me actually just take a small short. 10x, I'm gonna use 25% of my funds. Place order. So $65 is actually getting registered on Coinbase, on Base blockchain. So confirm. There we go. Now I have a position open, as easy as that. So it is creating the position right here. Transaction successful. Here it is. You guys can see the position. So basically, leaderboard, no, actually it is on the rewards, not leaderboard. So here I'm gonna see the amount of funds that I'm using, my trading volume and everything else, and it will continue to update. So there you go. By the way, there is also another thing that you guys can do. Let's see if I can find it. But they mentioned that if you're using, okay, so loyalty. So if you're using only Aventus for trading, you're going to be receiving more points in the future. But to be honest, I'm not going to be creating a separate wallet just to use Aventus. This wallet, I have farmed Hyperliquid, I have farmed many things, Evo, many things. So I'm not really planning to just use Aventus on my wallet. If you want to do it, for sure, go ahead and do it. But I don't think it is worth it for me to just have a separate or a specific wallet just to farm Aventus. So there you go. We don't have any type of information on when we're going to be receiving the airdrop. So I'm just going to be adding some volume for the next 2 weeks. And later on, maybe just for maintenance, I might add up a few other transactions. So there you go. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to be adding the link in the description if you guys want to join with a referral. If not, that is completely fine. Also, any questions, any doubts, just let me know. Happy farming.